Hello, it's Ash. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to help your hamstrings out in this session. So obviously our hamstrings play a major role as we are running. They help pull our body along the earth as we run. And in this video, I'm going to show you a sequence, a routine, where we're going to do some hamstring strengthening exercises. Now, I've done this with there's quite a few people that have mentioned hamstrings, and one person in particular who follows my videos a lot, Colin. This one's for you. I hope you're watching this. You've mentioned your hamstrings. You're trying to rehab or prehab your hamstrings, get them a bit stronger. So we're going to start on our front, and we're just going to start to warm them up. And then what we're going to do is we're gradually going to build up the intensity, and then we will come up to standing. So come onto your front, and then what you're going to do to start is this little bit of a hamstring warm up is pull the right heel up towards the hip, and then like point the toes down and really kind of squeeze the heel in towards the bum. Just find a little bit of a wiggle in a comfortable position in the shoulders and the neck. Squeeze so you feel that waking up of the hamstrings to the back of the thighs, and almost start to go a bit crampy, and then just release. And then so you're going to squeeze the heel to the hip and then release. We're just going to do that for about 45 seconds on this side now. So just squeeze the heel to the hip and then release. And we're just pulsing slowly through that. A little bit of a pause in the squeeze and then release. Just really starting to warm up the hamstrings. So you have 3 parts to your hamstrings, and in each of one of these exercises, we're going to try and work into all of those areas, all into those. But you might feel on the left and right side, you might feel slight differences in the sensations, in a slight different area, or it might be in the same area. So we'll see as we go through, but what I'm trying to say is basically if you feel it in slightly different areas on each side, that's normal. Okay, and then just release and just have a little bit of a wiggle through the hips. Feel maybe the dissolving of the heat as you release that exercise. And then we're going to bring the left heel towards the hip. Just point the toes slightly, so we're really kicking the heel into the hip, then release. Kick and squeeze and then release. I'm just continuing on this side for about 45 seconds again. It's really stormy out today. Don't know if you can hear the wind and the rain. I've got a little bit of an opportunity to film these sessions before I head back into the everyday life of being a busy parent, trying to juggle home life, and nearly their last 10 seconds, home life and work life. I work from home, obviously, studio in my garden, so it can get quite busy at home. Okay, and then release all the way down. Have a little bit of a wiggle left and right. Just feel the after effects again. Notice what is the sensations in the left and the right side. Does one feel maybe more burny or more crampy or tighter than the other? Okay, we're going to come onto your front. Onto your back. We was on your front. We're going to come onto your back now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have bent knees like this, and we're going to take the left leg up towards the sky like this, and we're going to try and keep the knee in roughly this position, so roughly directly above the hip, and we're going to take hold of the back of the thigh. Now what we're going to do is don't ever push into pain on this. So if you start to feel pain or excessive tightness, don't push into that. So we're going to really start to again just warm up those hamstrings in a little bit more of a progression now. So kicking the heel up towards the sky as you straighten the leg, but you're holding the leg, the upper thigh, to support it so it doesn't come away like that, and release it. So you're kicking the heel up, then slowly bend the knee. Kick the heel, slowly release. And we're going to go for about 30 seconds on this side. So again, we're going to work into those hamstrings on this side. And you're trying to keep the upper leg from moving. Again, a really nice strength exercise, but a really supported, not too strongly weight bearing exercise as well. So it's great to warm up, but also again, if you've got a little bit of a niggle in there, it's great for not taking it too intense. Okay, last one. Slowly release. Again, just feel the left and the right hamstring area. And we're going to bring the right knee And we're going to take hold of the back of the right thigh. Don't pull too aggressively into them, because obviously the hamstrings are going to be moving. We don't want to pull too aggressively into them. So again, same thing, just sort of pull the toes up towards the knee a little bit. So you're kicking the heel into the air and try not to let the upper leg move, okay? 30 seconds and let's go. So you kick the heel up and then slowly release it. And you just continue to do that. Try not to hold the breathing at any point. You should really be feeling that work. Again, into the hamstrings, the back of the thighs. So it's a really nice mobility exercise. Again, I always say it, I repeat myself a lot, but strength and flexibility combined is mobility. So your body's more mobile, it's able to move better. Last one, and then release. Good work. Again, just have a little bit of a windscreen wiper left and right, just loosen off, because we're going to start to increase the intensity a little bit now. So just let that heat dissolve from the hamstring area. And then what we're going to do from here now, so I'll show you, so look at the camera, or look at the screen, sorry, and then, so if this is a hip bridge position, where we'd send the hips up, we're going to go quite a bit straighter with the legs. We're going to dig the heels in, lift the toes, we're going to really get into those hamstrings. Now what tends to happen here is the strong side will dominate, so my right side is my strong side, that will take more of the work. So I'm going to actively, consciously focus on trying to dig the left heel in and let the left work as much as the right. So let's try and focus on activating left and right as much as you can equally. Okay, so what we're going to do, hands by the side of the hips, and then we're going to squeeze the hips up and we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. We're going to do this 2 times with a 30-second gap in between. Okay, so get into this position and we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Send those hips up. Again, if you get pain, you come down at any point, but you're trying to squeeze the hips up, and again, really focus on trying to get the same amount of intensity into the left and the right side. So you're really digging the left heel in and the right heel in at the same amount. Keep breathing. 10 seconds to go. Well done. Keep smiling even though it's intense. I know. 5 more seconds. We're strengthening those hamstrings. 2, 1, and release. A 30-second rest. So just give those legs a little bit of a bounce. Massage them into the floor, the hamstrings. Breathe. And again, just check and reflect on what the sensation was like in the left and the right. How was it for you? Okay, 10 seconds and we're going back into that. So let's start to bring the feet up again a little bit, not too much. Bring the toes up, dig the heels in, and we're going 3, 2, 1. And again, focused on balancing out the amount of intensity in the left and the right sides. Don't let the strong side dominate. Keep breathing. Try not to tense too much for the shoulders. Well done, you're doing really well. You've got 10 seconds. Keep going. Got 5 more seconds. That's it, last little bit of time. 2, 1, and time. Well done. Come down again, just have a little bit of a bounce. Bounce the knees up and down, just massage into those calves, as well as the hamstrings. Okay, so just pause for a moment and watch what we're going to do next. We're going to do hamstring bridge walk. So what that means is, so we can do this with a ball. You might have seen this a lot on a Swiss ball, but we can actually do it body weight, no equipment. So we're going to start back in that same position where we was a moment ago. So you're watching now, you don't have to do this. And then what we're going to do is one foot steps a couple of inches, and then in the other foot steps a couple of inches. At a time, you go left then right, coming up into almost like a full bridge position. Toes are always lifted, so we're really working into those hamstrings. And then again, a couple of inches at a time, walking back out almost into that full straight leg position, but not quite. So we're just doing that, walking up and down. We're going to go 45 seconds, and we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Hips up. So a couple of inches, or 5 to 6 centimeters if you're metric. Okay, so I tend to run metric, but then other measurements, imperial, which is, yeah, I think that we had that crossover period in the UK where we change measurements, keep walking up and down. So last 15 seconds. Keep breathing. I do tend to waffle, I know, sorry, I just started talking about measurements. Not the most interesting thing. Well done, we're nearly there, 5 seconds, keep going. Well done, 2, 1, and time. Well done, have a little bit of a bounce again. Just loosen those hamstrings, just let the heat dissolve. How did that feel for you? Well done. Okay, so we're going to just roll over onto your side and gently come upwards. We're coming up to standing on this next exercise. We're going to do a hinge, a standing hinge exercise, which again I'll show you. Standing into the left foot with a slightly bent left knee, kicking that right heel back, hands to the hips, and we're going to hinge forwards into your balance. So if you need a balance aid, get close to something that you can use your hand for a balance aid. But as we're hinging here, this hinge, as we keep the back straight, this hinge is like stretching effectively the hamstring, and then the hamstring's going to have to squeeze to pull us to get back to this standing position here. So that exercise is a really good exercise for strengthening those hamstrings. We do it slowly, especially if you've got a little bit of a niggle in there, or if you've got in pain, or if you've got tightness, because we don't want to be forceful. We don't want it to fall. We don't want to run the risk of it causing more damage there. So hands to the hips, standing to the left foot, left knee bent. Okay, I'm going to go for 45 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Kick the heel back wherever you feel like you could get to. Use the balance aid if you need to. Squeeze back up to standing. So that squeeze comes from the back of the thigh, the hamstring area. Okay, and you're just slowly moving through this hinging. You can, if you feel okay with your balance, you can reach your hands further forwards and down towards the floor. So you come back up. So as you come forwards, reach your hands down towards the floor. That adds that little bit of weight, but try not to round your back as you do that. 15 seconds. So keep your back strong and straight as you hinge. Well done. We're nearly there. You're doing really well. Whoa, 3, 2, 1, and time. Come back up again. Feel the left compared to the right side. You can feel all of the work. Have a little bit of a shake out. Stand into the right foot, make a good connection with that right foot. Bend the right knee, we're going to work into the right hamstrings. Step the left foot back, hands to the hips, or getting ready to catch the balance aid, whichever is good for you. Or again, they can reach down as if you're about to dive into a swimming pool. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Hinge, and then squeeze from that hamstring area to come back up nice and tall. Go nice and controlled and slow. It's not a HIIT exercise. We're not trying to get as many in as we can. We're not doing CrossFit. It's all about control and activation of the right muscles so that we're strengthening the right muscles and we're not getting compensations in other areas of the body. Well done, we're nearly there. Got last 5 seconds. Okay, last one, let's go. And then coming back up and have a little bit of a wiggle again, just to loosening off. Notice the difference between the left and the right side. So for me personally, my left one was burning a lot more than my right one. Again, I'm right dominant, so my right side is so much stronger. What did you notice about yours? So again, this is all about learning and understanding about our body and how we can help our body. And ultimately, it'll help our running, but it'll also help our day-to-day living as we're getting up out of chairs, as we're getting out of the cars, or as we're moving about and picking things up. It just strengthens our body for that as well. We're going to do one more set on each side and then we're done with this strengthening exercise routine. So well done. Okay, so into that left foot, we're going to go 45 seconds, hinging again, nice and controlled. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Keep breathing as we go through this. So all of that wobbling, if you're balancing, all of the wobbling is good. It means the lower leg muscles are stabilising muscles, and in the ankle and into the shin, to the calf muscle are going to strengthen. Go nice and slow, don't rush, 15 seconds, we're doing really well. Have a smile, 10 seconds. You got last 5 seconds. Let's get one really good rep in. Control, squeeze from the hamstrings and coming back up. Have a pedal, have a shake out, have a dance, feel the heat. And we've got one more. Onto the other side, and then we are finished with this workout. And you are strengthening your hamstrings, you are helping your running, you are helping your body run better, but also, as I mentioned, it's stronger, more resilient. Okay, we're going to go into that right side. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So 45 seconds. Really getting that good squeeze from the hamstrings. And I'm going to talk for this last little bit. Sorry, and I know I say this a lot if you watch my videos, but you can say thank you to me for this video simply by engaging with my content. So if you click the thumbs up, which takes 2 seconds, or if you leave a comment, let me know how it felt for you, or put thanks for the video, Ash, or you can share it as well, or you can share it as an additional, and subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. We've got 5 seconds. If you're not subscribed, and time. Well done again. Have a little bit of a pedal out, loosen off, feel how that was. So yeah, 4 ways that you can say thank you to me for this video. Really free and easy for you. It doesn't cost you a penny. I really do greatly appreciate all of your support. It helps other people come into this community. More and more people are seeing the videos, and this community is growing. We're helping more and more runners run better, which is amazing. I do greatly appreciate your support. And if you're looking for something a little bit deeper, some more mini-series, some courses, some longer practices, some stretches, and running form course as well. Well, you have a look in the link in the description below. I've got a paid membership platform on there as well, and so that might interest you. If it doesn't, there's always free content on YouTube, and I shall see you. Well done for looking after your hamstrings. I shall see you in the next video.